So I'm working on these 862s. They're gonna be 2-inch intake, 155 exhaust. So the exhaust will stay, or the size of the exhaust valve will stay the same. I'll port the exhaust, I'll port the intake, and you see that I've reduced the swirl ramp. I normally do that. I've given it a bull bias that you'll see it's more on this side, on the side close to the combustion chamber, and only a very small bias here on the high flow side. But what I'm basically making the 862s is an undercover set of 799s. I could put it that way. The 243s are awesome. This is already smooth, and you have a few other things. I think they have more angles on the valve seat than the 799. So making these like an undercover set of 799s with the same bull bias. I have a set of 799s as well, so it's the same bull bias on the side close to the combustion chamber. Only slight bull bias here. The short side is very similar to the 799, so just blending it, widening it, and I'm not really changing the shape of the bull bias. And so this is about 184. This snap gauge measures 184. That's 92%. So a bull on the intake side at 92%. You could go larger, but that's what I have on these 862s. They work for a street strip car. If you're going more serious, then you probably want to have a larger bowl, but that works for the street. So there you are. A little bit about touching up the contact angle where the valve sits with the Neway valve seat cutter, and what I do for taking a set of 862s or 706s and making them work with a set of 2-inch intake valves. You can't just pop one in and expect it to perform really well. It'll perform, but you might actually lose some flow. So you want to not only have the same flow but gain flow. So I've unshrouded the intake valve. Make sure to deshroud the intake valve. So you'll deshroud the intake valve, remove some material here on the combustion chamber, and obviously the seat needs to be made for the intake valve, and then the throat and the bowl need to be opened up to flow for an intake valve. And I put it at 88%. Again, this is the throat is at 88%, the bowl's at 98%. This is just meant to be like a street strip or something that can handle its own on the street. And just keep in mind the reason why you would want to deshroud an intake valve and give it more room here, let's say from here to here, is because you want to give it a chance to improve cylinder filling. So originally an 862 head will come with a 1.89-inch valve, and so the deshrouding will open it up anywhere from, let's say, from here to here, and remove material or aluminum or cast iron from the combustion chamber. So now you'll have at least as much airflow as a stock set of 799s, and you could do it more, but then that's when you have to sonic check. And there's no sonic checking going on. I'm just, again, this is an undercover 243 799 version of these 862s, so it gives you similar power, maybe slightly better, depending on the throat and the bowl, and a few other mods that you might add, right? So that's why you would deshroud. I'm working on a set of 862s. If you can remember a sanding roll, sanding disc, or for whatever reason you nick your seat, and you could always go back and use a 45-degree cutter from Neoway to touch up the seat and see if maybe the phone will pick it up. Not sure, maybe. So you can touch up the seat, but just keep in mind that I think they might use interference angles. GM might use interference angles from the factory, so the valve itself might have a 45-degree face, and the seat might be 46 or 44. So if you start to use it and you're like, something's wrong here, that's probably what it is. So again, just something for everybody to keep in mind. That's what you want to touch up, is the contact angle where the valve sits on the valve C, and it'll let you do that. And so hopefully that helps everybody. I am these are going to be 2-inch 155 862s. So again, thank you for watching.